Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here, basically, we are discussing about one topic, that is cities creation. Basically, in this, basically, we are talking about one of the topic, that is education error. Basically, so one of the person told that basically in India, basically, there is no value of education. One of the person told that is basically in India, basically, there is no value of education. Basically, few people told basically that basically whether it is correct or not, basically that need to also check basically. And few people in India only basically see that there is a value of education here. Basically, who told you that? Who told you that basically there is no value of education? Basically, there is value of knowledge also. Basically, then one of the person told that see basically Sunil basically don't have any knowledge. Basically, then he told that yes, yeah, basically have the knowledge. And one of the girl basically, when basically I will tell my experience basically, when basically I visited one of the company in one of the city in Vadodara. I will not take the company name. That was basically one girl basically she actually told that basically you don't speak anything basically. That was basically told by one of the interview person basically who actually taken the interview. Then she told that basically, then basically I told that basically whatever things basically they have asked, that much only basically I have told basically, not too much basically told. Then basically one of the person told that basically that time basically they rejected, and still basically if I will give the interview, they will be rejecting only basically. Why? Because it was planned basically. Reject was only the plan basically, whether I will be giving the interview correct or basically not correct basically. So few companies basically are up to that also basically. They just want to reject only basically. That's why basically they have called basically. And few companies says that basically we have taken the interview, but due to some reason basically we were not able to select you. And few company basically takes the interview and takes the employee also basically. So lots of company has taken me also basically. Like 3i Infotech, Capgemini, lots of companies basically are there basically. It's not basically that nobody has taken me basically. It's not like that basically. That type of thing basically are also there basically. So one of the person told that basically yeah, there is no value of knowledge basically nowadays basically. This much knowledge basically you have basically. Even basically lots of big software company owner also basically might not be having the knowledge. Then he told that yes, yeah, basically you are correct basically. But you are not getting the better opportunity basically in India basically. If this much knowledge basically you might have in outside India basically, that's basically the government mistake only basically you can say. If this much basically knowledge you might have in Europe, or basically you might have in USA, or basically in Italy, or basically in Japan or China basically, their government basically only basically they are going to help you basically for getting more opportunity basically, so that basically you can get more money, you can get the more good level of education basically, you can grow basically more, you will get a good post basically, that type of basic. But if you might be such citizen of India, citizen of USA, citizen of Europe basically, but not Indian citizen basically, they will never help up to the Indian people basically. That basically somebody has told me also basically, but it might be correct or it might not be wrong, correct also basically, anything basically is possible basically. But few people say that basically they helps the other nationality also basically, but their first priority is of their nationality basically. That is the basically problem basically. First basically their nationality they say that we, our priority is our nationality first, then basically we see the other nationality people basically. That basically we are strictly professional about this basically. So one of the person told that basically yeah, your government basically are not helping you. Then one of the person told that basically see na basically this 200 people example is there na basically, that basically is done by the government only basically, that was basically done by the government people only basically, that was basically done by the government system only basically, you can say. One doctor basically tried to help him basically, but the system told that basically don't help him basically. They literally do the that this type of thing basically happens basically, that's certainly. They told that basically don't basically give the medicine and don't give him the job also basically. That type of things basically are also there basically. So that basically the system basically, that's basically in India basically this type of system basically happens. But same thing if you are in USA, that time basically that there basically the citizen basically gets more opportunity basically. If basically that person basically is having good knowledge in software industry, they basically gets good opportunity basically in outside India basically, but not in India basically. That basically is also one of the problem of India countries only basically, and that basically connects directly to the system only basically, because software companies are basically under government basically. So whatever government says, they only basically do the stuff basically, nothing else basically, they else do basically. In this basically the company basically, we can't blame the companies basically. But there in USA, China, Japan, they basically literally say that basically this person is good basically, you can give the opportunity basically. For example, I will take my example. When basically I was childhood basically, I was studying in Vidyagunj basically, this is my real story basically. When I was in Vidyagunj basically, that time basically I was having first rank holder basically, I was first rank holder. But due to some reason basically, some people told that basically you are basically not local people basically, you are not from Gujarat, so you can't basically be first basically. So some politics thing basically happen in the school basically, I will not disclose the school basically. There basically literally the things bad happen basically, and basically I was failed basically, first rank holder basically got fail remark basically. So that is possible practically, one of the person told that basically practically that is not possible, yeah. Practically that is not possible, practically that is not possible basically. So same thing basically, if I would be in USA basically, this type of problem basically might not have been occurred basically. Or basically if I would be in China basically, or one of the person told that basically if you might be in Pakistan also na, then also basically this type of thing basically might not have occurred. One person told this also basically, up to this level, bad level basically. If any India is basically Indian nationality person is telling like this, then basically you can just imagine basically the condition of Indian government basically. So one of the person told that basically if you might be in any of the other than India country basically, then you might have got some better opportunity basically. You might not have basically because you might be first rank holder basically in the school basically, and you might have become some good personality basically. You might have earning good job, you might have got good marriage girl, and your life basically might have set basically. You might be moving in the brown color car, you might be doing this all this thing basically. So that basically was somebody told basically. But you are in India basically, so there is no value of people in India basically. So you actually was supposed to leave India long before basically, when the things basically happened in Vidyagunj basically. So that also basically somebody told basically. But that was basically different incidents basically. So that type of things basically happens basically in life. So that type of incidents basically happens in India basically. So there is no value of human basically in India. That basically somebody told basically. That somebody told basically. And one person told that also basically. The system basically might have changed also basically. That also basically might be possible. That type of thing basically also somebody told. So this is basically Indian government basically, somebody told like that basically. Said there is no value of human basically in India basically. Somebody told basically from universe basically. See basically that Sunil R. Nair basically. He is basically in India basically. See his condition basically. That also basically one of the person from universe told that basically. So next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this.